How to slip one in knitting for beginners. Hi everyone, my name is Norman and today I want to show you how to slip one stitch. This is a very basic knitting technique that you can use for many amazing effects. In knitting, slip one means passing a stitch from the left needle over to the right needle without knitting it. This can be done in multiple ways for different results, and in this tutorial I want to show you the different ways to slip a stitch. The most basic way to knit slip one is slipping a stitch point to point. So bring the yarn to the back if it isn't already there, and then insert your right knitting needle into the first stitch on the left needle from right to left. And then just lift that stitch over to the right needle and pull out the left needle. Let's do that one more time. So insert from right to left and then slip it over. And then you can continue knitting as normal, easy as that. This technique is often called slip one purlwise or slip one point to point. If your pattern just states slip one or sl1, then it's safe to assume they had this very technique in mind. One very important note here, when you slip a stitch, you create a tiny little float here on the backside. See how it isn't connected to this stitch, but only to the adjacent stitch. Depending on your pattern, you may want to tighten up after you knitted the next stitch. This will reduce the length of this float. However, in some patterns, you may want to do the exact opposite and stretch out your stitches so you don't end up constricting your fabric. You can also slip one knitwise. Typically, a pattern would specifically mention that you have to do it like this. In this case, bring the yarn to the back if it isn't already there, and then insert your right needle into the first stitch on the left needle from left to right, and then slip it over. Let's do that one more time. So insert from left to right and lift it over. This will create a twisted stitch. See how this stitch is mounted the wrong way? And this effect is used in one of the most common left-leaning decreases, SSK, slip, slip, knit, but there are many other applications as well. Now there's one very important thing we need to talk about. Some patterns will ask you to sl1 wyib, slip one with yarn in front. What does this mean? Well, so far we only kept the yarn in the back as we slipped stitches, but you can also bring the yarn to the front and then do the slipping. You can either do it purlwise or knitwise. It's very important to note that if your pattern says slip one purlwise, it doesn't mean you should bring the yarn to the front as if to purl. It only means that you need to enter the stitch you have to slip as if to purl, so from right to left. Sadly, a lot of patterns don't handle this in a very strict way and it can be a bit confusing. But ideally speaking, it should say if the yarn is in the back or in front and the way you have to slip the stitch, so purlwise or knitwise. Anyway, I hope I was able to show you how to slip one in knitting. Please comment if you have any questions.